I went to Salem State College. Any Salem State people out there? So it was one of the earliest four-year Bachelor of Science programs. So the first 2 years were like boring. We were in the hospital, we just did like math and calculus and research and nutrition. And so finally, like the junior year, we were gonna be able to go into the hospital and I couldn't wait. I was imagining like pushing the little med cards and hanging IVs and comforting patients and giving report. But before we could even do that, we had to get our nurses' caps. And that's when you get a cap to show which school you were at. So I went to Salem State College, right? Salem is right where the witches were hung, right? So what do you think our house looked like? Okay. Okay, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but not by much. So I was so excited, my first day in the hospital, and so I have to go report to Nurse Denninger, the charge nurse on the med-surg unit, and I see over there in the staff lounge, she's drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes, okay? And so eyes lock onto me, and she sees me, and it's like a shark smelling blood. And she comes out in her office chair, wheeling, she doesn't even get up, she wheels up with her cigarette. And she goes, "Miller, I heard about you. Yeah, you're one of those college Bachelor of Science nurses. You know what I call you? I call you BS nurses. Bullshit nurses. Here's your assignment. Try not to kill anybody." And she goes wheeling back into the staff lounge and slams the door. And I'm like, oh, what planet have I landed on? Oh, is the demon charge nurse? And then throughout the day, I have to do these things that are like, okay, so on what universe would you go up to a total stranger and say, "Can you give me your teeth?" Or, "I need you to save your poop so I can pack it into this little ice cream container and I need to bring it to the lab." Or, could you mind just getting into bed for a minute? Because I had this big bag of warm soapy water and the tube needs to go into the rectum and, it will be just over in a minute, but you had to hold it for half hour till I say when. As the day progressed, I was feeling more and more like a Jackson Pollock painting. A blank white canvas splashed with yellow urine, brown stool, green sputum, red blood, a full array of Jackson Pollock colors. But the scariest thing that day was when Nurse D comes out again. And she goes, Miller, room 334 can't pee. He needs a catheter. Like, oh my God, a urinary catheter. I've only done one of those in nursing school because I'm a PS nurse. And it was a female patient, and it was like I was trying to put the catheter in, and it was pink on pink on pink. It was like a pink salamander on a pink wall camouflage and trying to find the right spot. Oh my God! So I look at my assignment. Oh, thank God, it's a man. Mr. Jones, room 334 is Mr. Jones. So God would introduce it makes it a little easier, you can see where it's going. So I go, and Mr. Jones, oh, he was so sweet, and he just had surgery and was having urinary retention and couldn't pee, and he was so uncomfortable. So I said, Mr. Jones, I'm just gonna put this catheter in your penis. And then you'll feel much better, much better. So I go to put the catheter right in his penis, and now, I never saw one of those. Oh, it's uncircumcised. And I can't find the urethra of all the folds, right? So poor Mr. Jones, I feel horrible. And I'm like just pulling the skin down, pulling the skin down. Like a clam neck, you know, trying to find the urethra. And poor Mr. Jones was like, aren't you done yet? And then Nurse Denninger wheels by us, finding everything okay, you bastards! And I'm like, what am I doing? She's right, I am a bullshit nurse! I am! And I can't do anything, this poor patient, poor Mr. Jones, he doesn't deserve me? And why am I here? Why do I ever think I could be like my mother? And I what would Mom do, right? So, imagine her cape, her navy blue cape with red satin, right? I had it in my hand, and I swirl in my mind, and now I'm super nurse, and what would she do? And I remember when I was a little girl, and I used to have to get injections for asthma attacks, she'd always say, okay, Kathy, I'm gonna breathe with you, we're just gonna breathe together, and you won't feel a thing. So I said to Mr. Jones, we're gonna breathe together, okay? And you won't feel a thing. And we did some breathing. The breathing helped me, it helped him. The catheter went right in. Urine's flowing into the tube. It's flowing into the bag. Ah, what's that wet on my feet? Oh, I forgot to check the clasp on the yarn bag. And now my white shoes are yellow. Really bright yellow. So, like, oh gosh. Well, what would Barbie do? Hmm? Right? Stay healthy, everybody.